My brothers and sisters in Christ, when we hear the sentiment expressed in today's first reading from the book of Jeremiah, I think many of us at some point or another can relate, in the sense whether it's being persecuted for the faith or another reason, but the sense of people prowling about us, seeking our harm or ruin in some way. And we can easily convert our prayer of faith and entrustment to the Lord to a desire or request for him to visit his vengeance upon them. But the fascinating thing, as we get closer and closer to Holy Week, is to hear how this parallels with today's gospel. In John chapter 7, at the occasion of the Feast of Tabernacles, we heard the beginning of this chapter yesterday, and it skipped a few of the verses. This is the occasion where at the end of the week of the Feast of Tabernacles, when the rite is completed by the priest pouring the water over the altar to signify the fulfillment of that image from Ezekiel, the water flowing forth from the temple, that as this was observed, Jesus was so moved to say, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me and drink." He holds himself up as the source of the living water, and therefore as the successor to the temple itself, the very fulfillment of the presence of God amongst his people. And so this leads to what we heard yesterday and today as the division that comes amongst the people. Some hear this and see him as a prophet, while the religious authorities scorn him. But regardless, in this, we know the events as they will ultimately play out in Holy Week, of the image of the innocent lamb led to the slaughter. But notice what Jesus does not do. He himself, when he's in the situation like Jeremiah speaks of in the first reading, does not call the vengeance of God amongst others. He goes. He suffers, but he goes. Such is the love of God for us, that he does not resist, and God does not pour forth vengeance in response, but offers the sacrifice of his only Son so that we might live. We, in fact, in our sinfulness, are the ones who mock and wound Jesus. We are the ones that drive the nails in his hands and his feet. We are the ones who spit on his face and scourge him. But God does not seek vengeance for the sins we have committed against him. But instead, in the greatness of his love, he seeks our healing, that we be drawn back to him. This is a powerful reflection of the depths of God's love for you and I, and one that I hope each of us can spend some time meditating upon in the remainder of this Lenten journey. May God bless you.